welcome to Let's Play Deus Ex. This is possibly my favorite game ever, bar none. It came out in 1999, part of the same company that Doom creator John Romero was working for at the time. While he was working on his horribly failed Daikatana, Warren Spector, who has the best name ever, was making Deus Ex. It's a combination role-playing action RPG first-person shooter, and it is delightful. The graphics have not held up, but we're going to play it anyway. Voice acting is kind of bad, but that's okay too. I'm going to do a new game. We're going to play on hard, but not realistic, because I don't like getting killed every time I do anything. Let's see. Character is JC Denton. Nobody knows what the JC stands for, but you can make a guess, I suppose. JC Denton is, and we'll learn more about this as the game progresses, he is a nano-augmented human. In the world of Deus Ex, which you may recall is also the world of Deus Ex Human Revolution, people have upgrades, augmentations. Most of it is mechanical. JC Denton is one of the first nano-augmented people. That means his augmentations are fused by nanotechnology. It's a lot safer, apparently, and less requiring of anti-rejection drugs to keep your body going. So that's cool. He works for UNATCO. It's a United Nations anti-terrorist coalition based out of Liberty Island in New York City. That's the base. Let's go ahead and get started. We have a
Your
intro.
appointment to FEMA should be finalized within the week. I've already discussed the matter with the senator.
Yes.
I take it he was agreeable?
He didn't really have a choice.
No.
Has he been
We are
infected?
Obviously villains.
Oh yes, most certainly. When I
yeah,
mentioned
there's a
that we
whole,
could put him on the
plague,
priority
gray
list
death,
for the ambrosia
death
vaccine, he was so
rampant
willing
through the
it was
world.
almost pathetic.
This plague, the rioting is intensifying to the point where we may not be able to contain it.
Why contain it? Let it spill over into the schools and churches. Let the bodies pile up in the streets. In the end, they'll beg us to save them.
Ladies and
I've
gentlemen,
received reports
Mitt
of armed
Romney.
attacks on shipments. There's not enough vaccine to go around, and the underclasses are starting to get desperate.
Of course they're desperate. They can smell their death, and the sound they'll make rattling their cage will serve as a warning to the rest.
I hope you're not underestimating the problem. The others may not go as quietly as you think. Intelligence indicates they're
Actual in-game
behind
footage here,
problems in
people.
Paris.
This is what it looks like.
Bunch of pretentious old men playing at running the world. But the world left them behind long ago. We are the future.
We have other problems.
UNATCO?
Formed by executive order after the terrorist strike on the statue. I have someone in place,
Executive order.
though. I'm more concerned about
Sure,
Savage.
executive order.
He's relocated to Vandenberg.
United
Our
Nations
biochem
Coalition, but
corpus
whatever.
is far in advance of theirs, as is our electronic sentience.
We go
and
here at
their
some point.
ethical inflexibility has
Little
allowed
critters
us
called
to
a
make
greasel.
progress in areas they refuse to consider.
The augmentation project?
Among other things, but I must admit that I have been somewhat disappointed in the performance of the primary unit.
The secondary
that
unit
be?
should be online soon.
at that.
It's currently undergoing preparation and will be operational within 6 months. My people will continue to report on its progress. Necessary, the primary will be terminated.
We've had to endure much, you and I, but soon there will be order again. A new age.
I mean,
Aquinas
guess it's
spoke of the
slightly better
mythical city on the hill. Soon
Fantasy
that
VII.
city will be a reality, and we
well,
will be crowned its
graphics-wise.
kings. Are better than kings.
gods.
Gods.
So it's a lighthearted comedy romp, as you might expect. And I have control. I'm a big fan of control. Alright. So, there's the headless Statue of Liberty blown up in a terrorist attack way back when.
Heads up, JC.
Hi, Alex.
Your brother Paul is on his way to meet you at the dock. The NSF is raiding the island and shots have been fired. I repeat, find Paul. I will monitor your situation from HQ.
Yeah, I'll get to Paul in a minute.
Welcome
crowbar.
aboard, Agent.
Hi, dude.
Paul, I thought you were in Hong Kong. Welcome to the Coalition, JC. I might as well start using your code name. Think I'd miss my brother's first day?
Yes.
Didn't think you'd have a choice. What's going on?
JC knows
The
what's up.
NSF. They hit one of our shipments. A few of them got away, but we trapped the rest in the statue. What are we waiting for? Looks like a textbook assault. The NSF took one of our agents hostage. The bots are holding the perimeter, but my orders are to hold back and send you in alone. I think someone high up wants to see how you handle the situation.
Yes,
All
one
I've got
guy
with
on
me
his
is a
first
pistol
day.
and an electric prod. I don't mind a test, but UNATCO better issue some hardware. Remember that we're police. Stick with the prod. It'll stun your opponents or knock them unconscious.
Yes, that's
a
what a
non-lethal
stunning
takedown
prod
is always the
is.
most silent way to eliminate resistance.
He's not
Just
wrong,
in case,
actually.
though, Manderley wants you to pick an additional weapon. A sniper rifle, a GEP gun, or a mini crossbow.
So GEP stands for Guided Explosive Projectile. It is a rocket launcher. It's not basically or sort of when it's quite literally is. We're not going to take it. We don't need it, and we won't need it for a long time. We're taking the crossbow because they shoot tranquilizer darts.
The crossbow. Sometimes you've got to make a silent takedown. Good thinking. With these tranquilizer darts, you'll have another non-lethal way to take down an enemy in addition to the prod.
Yeah.
I get the idea. What's the first move?
He's
I'm going to give you a map of the island. If you can get to the North Dock, a UNATCO informant will give you a key to the statue doors. He responds to the code phrase, iron and copper. You could avoid a lot of fighting, though, if you found a back way to the statue. I'll see how it looks on shore. Your primary objective is the makeshift command center the terrorists have installed at the top of the statue. But don't forget about Agent Harriman. We think he's being held on the ground
I
floor.
could never forget
What are
about
my orders
Agent
when I reach the
Harriman.
command center? Interrogate the leader. We don't yet know why the terrorists would risk an open assault.
Because they're terrorists. That's what they do. Alright, so now we have our objectives, but we're going to pester Paul some more.
You just gonna stay here? There's been some activity at sea. I'm going to watch the coast.
We're just going to sit and
Why'd
look
they
at
bring
the
me
ocean.
back to New York? I don't know what they have planned. I messed up an assassination attempt on one of the Triad leaders in Hong Kong.
Why is the
UNATCO
UN
pulled you
assassinating
out.
triad leaders?
It's a long
Alright.
story. You better head to the statue.
You tell that sinister doings might be afoot.
Which Triad was UNATCO targeting? We'll talk about that later. How was your graduation?
That is
I want to
a
hear what happened. I wish I
flagrant
could have
change
come.
of topic.
At the time, I could have cared less that Mom and Dad came to mind, but it was a good thing. The UN threw a dinner in honor of me, the first nano-augmented agent.
I guess
I didn't
we
know that.
both
Guess
got
I
our
must be
sense
old
of
news.
style.
Dad made a toast. I don't know if you remember his old brown suit. A toast?
Brown suit.
That doesn't sound like our father. It was hard for him in front of the diplomats, but he savored every moment. Strange how proud he could be when so much was due to our augmentations. Yes,
do.
he was proud.
Hi, UN
I believe
guy.
that much. It was nice to have done something for him and Mom.
Go away.
I wish someone could have been there for you. I'm used to being on my own. One can be too self-sufficient, I'm coming to believe.
Oh, keep talking to me. Damn it. Alright, we're done here.
What's your take on the situation, Corporal?
Hi.
The bots have them bottled up, sir. We'd go right in if it weren't for the whole back order.
How'd they get
Those
one of
bots
our
are pretty
agents?
badass.
Gunter went rogue on us. When the order came, he wouldn't pull back. Now you get to bail him out.
Gunter's a tool.
They come this way, I got them, sir.
Just you? No, your robot. The robot's coming. You will die, probably. Alright, so there's crates. Binoculars, which I'm probably never going to use. And a lockpick, which I will totally use. Now, I go to my true home, the ocean. Can't drown in this game. Multi-tool. It's quite useful. What's this? Bioelectric energy. As I progress, I will gain more augmentations and be able to use them. Currently, I just have my light, which you can see up there in the top right corner, the F12.
Well, I certainly see the
Like-
family resemblance.
Yeah, we're both black, I get it. UN guy or terrorist just decides just to take a shot at the walking crit monster with its pistol.
NSF everywhere,
Alex.
JC. Your orders are to shoot on sight. A UNATCO informant on the North Dock can get you inside the statue. Look for a bomb. Identify yourself with the phrase, iron
Always
and
look
copper.
for bums. Anyway. So this game really does reward stealth over just outright guns blazing combat. And for the most part, that's cool.
If you want to make a covert approach, remember the Academy's stealth course. Stay out of their field of view, walk slowly to stay quiet, and crouch behind cover.
Why are
Or
you
if you
giving
have
me
to get
advice?
your
You're the
hands
radio
dirty,
guy.
remember that a headshot is a lethal takedown.
Stealth is actually handled pretty well in this game. Anyway, there's going to be a lot of stealth. There's going to be a lot of me just sort of walking around. So I'll talk about random other things that come to mind when I do. Anyway, so sneak up behind. You get a guy from behind, and it's usually just an instant kill. Or knockout in this case. He says unconscious there. What do you got? Yes, a baton. Baton is also a good way to knock somebody out, but it requires a little more finesse. Let's jump up here. Right. Prod away. Grab that. Fling! Gas grenade. Mostly useless, but every once in a while it comes in handy. You can shoot pigeons. There's no real reason to, though. So sniping is a pretty valid way to deal with things, but it does have its limitations. Notice how my crosshairs are so wide there? They narrow the more I aim and stay still, but since my weapon skills are all ridiculously low, they don't do it fast. Which is fine. Remember, if we're moving fast, if we have to move fast, we have already failed. I'm gonna tase this dude in the butt. Oh, I missed a guy. Boop, 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 boop. The enemies have to follow the same rules for accuracy as the rest of us. So it means if they're a long ways away and running at you, they're probably going to miss. They can also lose track of you. This guy might lose track of me. We'll find out in a second. I think that's him up there. So now he's in alert mode. He's running around trying to figure out where I went. I have gone way too far for him to find me, unless I let him see me again. Oh, he saw me again, but so did the robot. Robot? What are you doing? Paul? Where are you going? Guys? Alright. Got him. Good job, dudes. The higher-ups really want you to murder everybody. The rank and file are... Or the rank and file actually also want you to murder people. But your brother and a couple other notable important personalities are much happier if you don't kill a whole bunch of dudes. Plus, for reasons that will remain clear, I feel bad. Later, I feel bad killing this particular set of terrorists. Anyway, let's go over here. This is our base. We spend a lot of time here, but I can't go in right now. Talk to me. Talk to me.
Great base is under lockdown until the danger's gone, Agent Denton.
Yeah.
Right. How you guys holding up?
UNATCO command made us pull back. I guess for Gunther's sake. What's the deal? We're ready to go in.
This guy wants to murder him. Well, if I say this, he's all like happy with me.
I can't speak for command, but I'm going to clean the place out.
I'm not going to clean the place. Or I'm sort of going to clean the place out.
Nano-Augs are born and bred killers.
I do my best.
Manderley's our boss.
Better load up. There are some crates of ammo stashed in the antenna shaft behind the helipad. Might also want to check out the comban next to
That's
it.
why you're,
Code's
when you get all
0451.
bloodthirsty, he gives you a code.
Thanks. I won't let you down.
My tactic, when there's no cover like this, is to pick them off from 50 or 100 paces with a scope.
Also, you want to buy stuff.
What do you think? I scored an extra one from a couple of thugs we dropped down by the dock. You can have it for 700 credits.
Nope.
I also picked up some 10mm ammo and some crossbow tranquilizer.
10mm is your pistol.
Say 200 for one, and 60 for the other.
Plenty of
Shouldn't you turn that stuff over to the quartermaster?
10mm ammo
Sure,
during the game.
I will. As long as Command
Buy
has the
those
rest of us on
crossbows.
parade drill, someone might as well put this hardware to use.
You can turn this dude in later. I just might. He's incredibly bloodthirsty. So I might save up for the scope before I do.
Here's 60 for the tranquilizer darts.
Time to clean house.
Yeah. Anytime. Done? Alright, good. And we are gonna go over here. See if there's anything back here first. Hello. Lockpick. And we got a nano key. Ah, that unlocks this hatch here. I don't know why all keys are nano in the far future, or not so distant future, I guess, but so it goes. I always feel like you should be able to get through that vent, but it's Half-Life talking, I guess. What's that code he gave us? There's a notebook function as well that, using that login, I can log into the here and check all the security cameras, but there's nothing worth doing. Here's my key. Unlocked. Open. Close. Jump on the blocks. You can actually damage things by jumping on them. Notice how it only took me one swing.
Welcome aboard, Agent.
Thanks. This is a helipad. It's really well labeled.
You want to whack some thugs? You better load up.
What if I don't want to?
I'll check back with you.
So, after our shopping trip, we'll get back to the mission. Let's play around with the inventory. So it was very disappointing to me when the new Deus Ex came out, and it turns out you did not have a inventory that you could just sort of futz around with. I enjoyed that in this game. So I don't actually want cigarettes at all. They only hurt you, like literally hurt you. This is a candy bar. You can actually eat it for food or for health. And we're all set now. Let's see, where am I going? See over there, that's a robot. It is incredibly resistant to bullets.
Be careful. The NSF has set up patchwork security systems
I
here.
know. But it is not incredibly resistant to grenades. Well, EMP grenades anyway. I guess explosives would have worked too. That's a security computer log with NSF001. Password smash the state. So that's the thing we can do. Hack the NSF cameras. And we'll probably get around to it at some point, but we're going to go this way first. We're going to be thorough and wipe out everybody. JC, or not JC, Paul, what are you doing up here? I feel like I should put a crossbow bolt in you and make you go to sleep for a while since you're all twitchy. Pepper gun. Pepper gun is a non-lethal. Is a pepper spray gun, basically. It's incredibly useless. Wait for this guy to get in range so I can pop him. Got him. And he saw me, but not feeling so good, are we? Yes, sleep. New York skyline. That view. It's pretty primitive. Those of you familiar with New York may notice that that the Twin Towers are not actually there. This is, according to legend, due to the fact that a mistake was made during when they were setting up that background art asset. Yeah, I know I can't drop that here. I'm just trying to pick it up. There we go. And the box glitched out. That's a thing. That reminds me I should start saving. Anyway, so whoever was doing the background art for this just kind of forgot to include the towers. So they, the writers, and I will try to find that, put in a plot point that the towers had been taken down during a terrorist attack in the year 2001. This is notable because the game came out in the year 1999, remember? So there's your creepy coincidental video game lore of the day. Waiting. Pew. Pew. There's two of them. They saw me, but it doesn't matter. One down, two down. Alright, they're running now, so I don't have to worry about them. Reloading. I love my crossbow. Silent takedown. Or trank darts. Always useful. There are generally more enemies than you have trank darts. But that's okay. So there's a pack of 3 of them over there, but there's also some just over here, I believe. I have a light, but I can't. I don't want to use it because using lights are not stealthy, and enemies will see me. Do not wish for the enemies to see me. Do not want to get shot. Remember, I am playing on hard. They will do more damage. Alright, so we're going to repeat the process from last time. Well, no, we're not. There's a patroller. We'll see if we can get the patroller at the end of his route so he doesn't cause the other 2 to come with him. That guy there. So I've been going to the movies a lot lately, and this week I went and saw John Wick, or John Wick 2, I should say. What did it call it? It's just Chapter 2, I think they just call it John Wick Chapter 2. Anyway, fun movie, great action. The acting was better than this game, but that's about all I can say for it. Got him. Made the other 2 mad too. However, if I run away fast enough, they'll lose track of me. So John Wick 2, good movie. I recommend you see it. But it is kind of silly. There are, an implausibly large number of assassins that work and live in New York. Ow. He winged me. Also, when will villains in movies ever learn to leave the trained assassin who wants to be left alone alone? Like, John Wick is supposed to be some sort of, like, legendary killer. Unstoppable. And it's true. Every time he's bothered by anybody, like, he wrecks their shit. But that doesn't seem to matter. People always just want to waste their lives and time and treasures and whatever. Get this dude to come out of retirement. Like, surely you can find some other way to get your job done. But apparently not. Anyhow. Anyway, go see the movie if you like action. It's fun. I had a good time. And they don't kill the dog this time. The first one they did kill a dog, and that was sad. Alright. Our enemies over here were guarding a lockpick on a chair. Bench. Whatever. You know, I've never been to Liberty Island. I don't even know if you can still go. I know for a while it was shut down. I would like to visit it again. Or, I don't know, I would like to visit it sometime, I should say. Not again, obviously. Anyway. This guy's walking around like he doesn't know what he's doing. Because he doesn't know what he's doing. He's about to get himself zapped in the back by a cattle prod. Yeah, I know it's not actually a cattle prod, but whatever, he's still getting zapped. Chop. Or tranquilizer darts. I have a bounty of tranquilizer darts. I wonder if this little bunker thing exists on Liberty Island in real life. My guess is not. My guess is even if it does, it probably doesn't have a terrorist in it. Did I miss? I think I missed. That time I got him. Not sure how I missed, but whatever. Oop, down he goes. It's funny when they just sort of fall over. Hazmat suit. Alright, let's see if I can figure out where I missed. Ah, you can recover your missed crossbow bolts.
This power box must have been damaged in the raid.
Yep.
Don't cross through the arcs.
Really?
I'm also picking up an EMP field here. If you're not careful, it'll suck away your bioelectrical
How do
energy.
you feel about eating nails, Alex? Should I not do that too? Shut up and let the trained field agent do his job. So this is actually an example of how multiple ways to do things in the game. I could use a multi-tool and hack this panel. That'll turn that off. I could also just run through. It won't kill me. Just drain some of my power and do a little damage. It's that login again for the... Or I could do what you saw me preparing to do. Put a crate on a forklift. Stand on the forklift. Flick the crate ahead of me. Off the forklift. Gain a whole bunch of experience bonus, or exploration experience. Beat ups, more crates with my trusty baton. Weapon modifications, these are fun. Clip and laser. I don't have really anything I want to upgrade with this right now, so I'm just going to hang on to them. And jump on the stuff, and we're out. Hooray! It was an amusing diversion. Now we're back here. There's a rat. You can step on rats. They squeak. I'm not going to step on any rats. They squeak. More 10mm ammo. Notice I have not actually fired a lethal gun in anger yet. Or even not in anger. I probably won't this entire mission. But the remainder of that mission will probably be for later, because... Oh, that's another ally bot. I don't know why it's out here randomly. Because here is probably a good spot to stop. Alright, assuming this video renders down properly and actually looks decent, I will get it uploaded and I will see you in part 2 next week at some point.